Welcome to the Loner Ranger Radio Show. My name is Bruce Woodburn, and I am the Loner Ranger here at the studios at WDBO. And I got to tell you something I'm super excited about this week, because this is the week that the K92.3 All-Star Jam is coming on. And that's going to be next Friday, the 10th. And as fate would have it, guess who has a couple of pair of tickets to give away to my fans out there listening to the Loner Ranger Radio Show. So if you haven't already bought your tickets and you're interested in getting in, I'm going to have a little bit of a raffle here going on. I'm going to wait, and when you text to 407-706-3313, text the Loner Ranger to 407-706-3313, and I got some pretty nice seats to give away to a couple of nice folks to go to the All-Star Acoustic Jam starring Jake Owen and 7 other amazing country artists. That's going to be this Friday, the 10th, at the Additions Arena at UCF. I'd love to have you join me. Just text the Loner Ranger to 407-706-3313 to get in to a raffle to win a couple of pair of tickets. So let's get started right away with what's going on in the week. You know, let's start off with interest rates. Are interest rates holding steady? Are they going crazy? What's happening to this market? It's such a crazy market. Nobody knows what's going on. You know, it's funny because earlier in the week, rates started to get worse. Okay. Then on Tuesday, they started to get a little bit better in the afternoon. And then midday in the afternoon, they took a turn for the worst. Then later on the week, they started to settle down. It's like a ride in a roller coaster these days, watching and keeping track of the market. But here's the thing. The swings are not that drastic. But I'm always about giving you the real news, not the fake news, okay? So you get to know if something doesn't look as good, I'm going to tell you, hey, things aren't looking as good as they were. If things are looking great, I'm going to tell you, get in and buy now. But here's the thing. Whether rates are 3 or 3.5 or 3 3/4, they have a 3 in front of the number. If they got a 3 in front of the number, if you look at the last 10 years, 15, 20, that is outrageously low, okay? So we got to look at things in perspective. And then I hear folks say, well, you know what, Bruce, I think that the housing market's gotten outrageous and they're at an all-time high. Yeah, you're right. So interest rates are low and the price of houses are at an all-time high. You know what else is at an all-time high? The cost to rent. The cost to rent is going up faster than the cost to buy. But does that mean it's still not the right time to buy? Should you sit on the sidelines right now and just wait for the market to get better? The answer to that question is unequivocally no. Don't wait. Why don't wait? Listen, your government right now has no issue with inflation. They are actually promoting it to so many people as this is just the economy's getting better. Well, when you go from $1.98 to $3.50 at the gas pump, I don't think the economy's getting better, but I can tell you that the cost of goods are definitely getting higher. Eggs are up. All groceries are up. Heck, my bacon went up 17.5%. That's ridiculous. Yeah, my wife doesn't think that's such a bad thing, but we look at inflation. Inflation erodes the bond market. Now, what does that have to do with this show? Mortgages are tied to the bond market, the Treasury bond market, the 30-year, the 10-year bond market, 10-year Treasury bond. That's what mortgages are tied to. They're not tied to prime rate or the Fed rate. However, the Fed rate can affect it. I'm going to talk about that in a minute too. But if the cost of goods are going up, then the cost of housing is going to get more and more expensive. And as builders have to pay more to build a home, and they have people waiting in line to buy them, what do you think that's going to do to the value of your home? It's going to continue to rise. And that's a good thing. I tell you guys, get in the market. If you're not in the real estate market, you have missed out on such a huge opportunity. Like most people I know made between $20,000 and $120,000 in equity in their property just in the last 18 months. So think about this. If let's just say that you make $65,000 a year. If you had bought a home a little over a year ago and you paid $245,000 for it, You made $65,000 between then and now. Now, that means you doubled your salary. And guess what you didn't do? You didn't pay taxes on the gain. And you did pay taxes on your income. Now, did you have to have a place to live anyway? Right? You had to live somewhere anyway. Why not make money on it? You don't make money by renting. Nobody gets rich but the landlord. And listen, I'm a landlord. I got rental properties. I love the fact that there's people out there that rent. But I'm not committed to helping people stay as renters. That would be selfish and it wouldn't be right. I made a lot of money buying real estate, more than I ever thought I could. I had some good experiences, some not so good experiences. I learned a lot, and I share that with my clients. I share that in my home building classes, my wealth building classes, on the things that I did wrong, the things I did right, and how you don't have to repeat my mistakes, and you can reap the rewards from the successes that I've had. I will teach you how to do that. All you got to do is attend one of my classes or call me at 407-706-3313. That's 407-706-3313. Or go to my website, apply online at WeBringYouHome.com. Now, look it. We're now in December, okay? We only got 3 weeks left in this year, for the most part. And really less than that because of the holidays in there and then half the people taking time off work. If you went into contract today, it'd be a challenge to get it closed by the end of the month. But if you want to refinance and you want to close by the end of the month, come to me. Let's see if we can make that happen. Either way, my commitment is helping more people become homeowners in 2022. So here's the thing, okay? There's no such thing as a rich renter. So if you're renting right now, or let's just say you're retired, or you're in your later years of your employment, and you have adult children that are renting, you have adult grandchildren that are renting. I just want you to think about this for a second. You're going to eventually likely leave them some money, okay? You're going to leave them money in your inheritance. And when you do that, what control do you have unless the money is in a trust and deliberately distributed to them in certain increments according to your liking? Now, if you've set up a trust that way, great, more power to you. I think that's fantastic. However, how else can we control the money without having it set up in distributions in a trust? Well, what you could do is gift them the down payment. Now, if you're like me, I made my kids come up with their own down payment. I helped them out a little bit. I gave them some graduation money. They used that to help them buy a house. The rest of the money they had to save. You know, my kids had to buy their own cars too. I matched them on the down payment, but they had to buy their own. They have to pay for all their own fuel. They got to pay for their own insurance. They got to pay for everything. And you know what? They respect that better. And I'm going to tell you something. I believe in that. But I also believe in helping folks. I believe that we have to create a legacy for ourselves so that we can show our children and our grandchildren the right path. And the right path is not being a renter. It's just not being a renter. So if you're going to end up leaving them money, here's what they're likely going to do with that money. Okay? There's going to be a point where you're going to leave them your assets and they're going to go out and buy a new Boston Whaler. They're going to buy a Harley Davidson. They're going to buy an 80-inch screen TV. They might even buy a George Foreman grill. I don't know what the heck they're going to do. But they're not going to do smart things if they're not used to having money in the first place. Most people don't. I mean, look at the people that won the lotteries. They win the lottery and they blow it all and they're bankrupt in a year and a half. Look at it. It's statistics. So why don't we do something to protect it? Do you know that if you give your child or grandchild or an immediate relative a gift of equity, a down payment as a gift to buy a home, and you want to protect the asset to make sure that they don't turn around in a year and refinance it and pull out a bunch of money and then don't make the payments, you can protect against that. What do? I put you on the deed to their home. That's what I do. So there's no way they could refinance it, pull out any equity loans without your permission, without your signing. So it's a great way to leave an inheritance and watch a family grow and really enjoy home ownership while you're still alive. Otherwise, You can't control what they do with your hard-earned money. And you worked really hard to earn that money and put it in savings in your IRA, your 401k, only to have somebody turn around and spend it frivolously. I wouldn't want that. I don't know about you. The other thing we can do is your family or all of us that aren't self-employed will likely get a tax refund come February, March, after you filed your taxes. Use that as a down payment. Don't spend the money. Don't just spend it frivolously on something because you got money in your pocket today. Let's do it the right way. Let's get you into a house. The Loan Arranger's committed to doing that. Pick up the phone. Call me at 407-706-3313. That's 407-706-3313. Or better yet, go to my website, WeBringYouHome.com. That's WeBringYouHome.com, and apply for a mortgage right there. If you're looking to refinance and you haven't done it yet, 80%, I think it was 81% of folks in America that would benefit from refinancing haven't refinanced yet. That's absurd. I can't believe you haven't refinanced yet. But if you haven't, call me. Don't fall for slick talking salespeople that promise they're going to pay your closing costs. Nobody's paying your closing costs. You do know better than that, right? You do know better than that. They're not paying your closing costs. You're paying your own closing costs. They're just adding it into a rate. Let me tell you how that's done. Just for those of you that want to know. Lenders, when they sell loans, can get what's called a yield spread premium. It's a commission that the lender gets to sell the loan to Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac. And that's how we make our money. We don't make our money by charging fees. For the most part, there's no money in that. But we get paid by the yield spread premium. And the yield spread premium for most lenders is set at about 1%, maybe 1.5%. So they would make that much money in order to pay themselves, pay their overhead, pay a loan officer, pay their staff, keep the doors and lights open. Now, what happens is we can increase the interest rate for you and get a bigger yield spread premium to then pay closing costs for you. That's how lenders that pay closing costs. So are they paying closing costs? No, you're paying it. You're just paying it in a higher rate instead of out of pocket. It's never, almost never, the right way to do it. The right way to do it, if you're going to refinance, is to refinance the closing costs into the loan yourself. Don't have me do it and pay them for you. You do it. It's easier and you save more money and you get a better interest rate. When you say you're paying something for somebody, it sounds good when you say it fast. But if you really put the pencil to it, it's not the right thing to do. Come to me. I'll make sure you get a great mortgage at the best rate, and always look out for your best interest. Look, I've been in Central Florida my entire life. Parents moved here, immigrated from another country in 1962. I'm a U.S. citizen. I'm committed to helping other Americans get the very best that's available when it comes to buying, building, or refinancing a home. I've been in this same local market here in Central Florida, had the same building for 22 years on Fairbanks and I-4. You can stop in and see me. But I'm committed to making sure that you always have somebody that you can count on in the mortgage industry that'll be a straight shooter with you. 407-706-3313. I'm the Loan Arranger. CrossCountry Mortgage, 32 years in the business. You can visit my website at WeBringYouHome.com. I'm looking for not only to help you, but to help your children, your grandchildren become homeowners, to make sure they're always saving money. They have trusted advice from somebody that they can truly count on. And I'm applying for the job on that. All you got to do is call me directly. I'm giving you my direct number. That's not my office number. That's my phone number, 407-706-3313, or WeBringYouHome.com. That's WeBringYouHome.com. Don't forget, I've got 2 pairs of tickets to give out to the All-Star Jam on Saturday night, the 10th, at UCF Arena. All you have to do is text the Loan Arranger. That's the Loan Arranger to 407-706-3313, and I'll put you in for a drawing to get those tickets. We'll be back in 5 minutes with more of the Loan Arranger Radio Show. Bruce Woodburn and Cross Country Mortgage.